I feel he found my letters. What? That's some bullshit. I pray that he would finish. What? But he just strumming the pain with his fingers.
One time.
Singing my life with his words.
So it's a really pretty day and I feel like I'm gonna just take a walk. I took a walk yesterday, but I'm gonna take another one because it's just been so beautiful, and I need to check the balance on my Metro card or fill it up, and then I need to do some laundry. So I got my laundry right here and I got me a little cookie because I'm cheating. So today I thought it'd be a good idea to do a girl chat video. I used to watch girl chats all the time. I'm not sure if you guys are into that. Like I started watching those when I was really young. But I mean, girl chat as an adult. So yeah, Sundays are the day that I get up, I hydrate, I eat good, I just get ready for the whole day, and I wash my clothes, I make sure my Metro card is good. Like when I first got here I did a monthly, but I don't do monthlies anymore. I just kind of like, I fill it up for the week because it depends how much you move. Like if you know you're gonna move a lot that week, then you can kind of pay a lot ahead, but versus like paying the $128 for the monthly and then like not really getting all of it. You know, if you're somebody like me, I don't go a lot of places, you know, but I'm working on that, as y'all can see. While my clothes wash, I'm gonna just talk to you guys a little bit about adulthood, and not like 18 to 24-year-old adulthood, like 25 and up, because this year I'll be 25 years old, and I don't know, certain things are just changing, and I have to really be like, I have to pay attention to my life. I can't just do anything. I can't just let it, you know, because everything has like, it's like the butterfly effect, you know? And so I guess I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've learned to use while I'm an adult versus what I used to learn about when I was kind of coming of age, you know, like high school and college and whatnot. Now I'm like old. So I brought my handy dandy notebook. This is, I don't know if you guys like to write, but I'm a writer. I'm a person who likes to write everything down, and I journal, and I used to bullet journal, so I'm a writing person. But if you don't write, you can maybe use your phone. And so in this book I wrote like 5 things I felt like I needed to pay attention to as an adult. One thing I've been working on now that I'm older is goal setting, and I didn't really care about goal setting before. I used to have like one big goal and then I would accomplish that one big goal. I never did like smaller goals, monthly and weekly goals, but now I do. So the first thing you got to do is like have a goal, and it doesn't have to be super complicated. The simpler the better. So you might say, oh, I want to save this much money this month. Well, that means that your big goal is saving, your monthly goal is saving this much money every month. And let's say you have like, add all of it up, like multiply times 12, so you know how much you want to do for a yearly goal. And then your weekly goal will be like, okay, I need to save this much a week. So those are short-term goals. So I never really got into the short-term goal thing. I always felt like it was, you know, common sense that if you want the big one, you have to do the small one. But when you're an adult, you have to have discipline, and things are going to happen and you want to do other things. You can't do those other things. And it's not just about money, it's about with everything. Like I have social goals, I have networking goals, I have professional goals, I have YouTube goals. Like I really wanted to stay in the house, but the worst videos are the ones that are in the house. Like I need to get out the house and make a video kind of happen. And so I shot like 4 different videos until I realized that it wasn't the video, it was the actual house. So I had to give y'all some sunlight. And then the second thing about goal setting is that, you know, you have to visit them really often. So the whole point of making short-term goals is so that every week or on a day like this, like a Sunday, you just open your notebook and boom, like you see your goals. So when anything goes wrong, or if somebody pisses you off, or if things aren't going the way you want it, you always resort back to, I want to do this one thing, or I want to do this other thing. And those are the most important. The second thing I will say is, you know, professionally, you have to be aware that just because you're not in school doesn't mean you shouldn't be trying to learn new things. Like, I've been learning to sew. I've been learning to wear like a little less makeup and more like getting back into my skin. I'm learning to find a way to work out. And I don't know, as an adult, it's not like school where somebody is telling you something. Like, you are in charge, and if you're not using something, you're gonna lose it. So if you want to be good at saving, you might want to follow a blog on saving and learn about saving, because you're not just gonna pull the money out of your ass. Like, you have to really work on everything that you want for yourself, and in order to do that, you have to be willing to be humble and to not know something and to mess up. Like, I've had plenty of goals, and it's like after a while sometimes you just don't finish them. Like, I mean, you can fall off easily as an adult. When you were younger, you had one thing to worry about, two things to worry about, three things to worry about, like job, school, and, you know, maybe family or something. Now you got 10,000 things to worry about. And if you're like me and you're in another city, you have to keep up with your family. You have to make sure all your relationships are like well catered to. You have to make sure your relationship with yourself is catered to. And it's not easy. Like, it's not it's not easy at all. Like, it's really hard, and you have to compartmentalize, like what I do. So I have goals for different areas in my life. Professionally too, I'm okay with anything happening. Like, I'm really flexible. So I feel like it's important that we're a little bit more flexible in adulthood, because like I said, things will happen, and you can't just walk around thinking it's going to be just like how your goals are set up. Like, it's going to take you shorter for some goals, longer for some goals. You may reevaluate everything. I schedule emails for Monday morning. I don't know if you guys use Gmail, but you can schedule any email that you have. You don't have to send it right then, but it's nice to just knock it out, get everything out of the way. Another thing that I exercise is, now that I'm an adult, you can't expect to be in touch with me if it's like a weekend. So when I leave work on Friday, even when I leave work on a Tuesday, I will not answer emails until the next business day. And I get it. I know that sometimes things are like dire. Like, and in New York, it's different. It's like a culture shock, because in the South, if somebody emails me or like calls me really late at night, that's an emergency. But in New York, it's not like that. People are up all hours of the day, all hours of the night. So you can't really expect it from people to not send you things. You just got to know, I'm not going to reply until the next business day, because I just can't. Like, I can't take my work home with me. I can't take my second job home with me. I just have to like have my boundaries, and I just have to like stick to those kind of things. And that's really important. Like, I don't know, as I get older, it's a lot of distractions out here. It's a lot of people that want to hang out, and they're not trying to keep you every day. It's just that you meet so many people in New York. It's like, one day one person wants to go here, Tuesday you got something to do, Wednesday you want to go to sleep, Thursday somebody wants something to do, and then Friday and Saturday, those are your only real days. So you're like, man, I want to get out anyway. But you know when you're doing too much, or when it's just, you need like a break. So I try my best to just, certain things I just don't even entertain. I just don't do. Like, I put it in my journal, like, I'm not doing that, and I just follow it, you know. But I don't know, now that I'm turning 25, I just feel like I'm not as lazy. I'm not procrastinating, because life is really short, and I want to enjoy my life, and I can't enjoy my life if I'm not handling my business first. Like, I can't enjoy the fun if I'm not doing my business. So I always do my business first, and then I try to do everything else second. And if I mess up, I forgive myself and start over the next day. So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now with me. When I get back, I'm gonna change my laundry. I'm gonna go ahead and, what I need to do? I need to go to the beauty supply store, and then I need to fold my clothes once they're done drying, and then I can kind of do some business. But when I get home, I'm gonna show y'all some cute stuff. my 2019 rewind, and most of the videos my hair is like curled. So I went and got some rollers because I watch Major Must Haves. Do you guys watch her? I've been watching her for a couple years, and she doesn't record as much because she had a tragedy happen like in her family, but she has really great vlogs, and I love her skincare routine. Like, she really influenced my whole, like, when I just went from like looking okay to like looking like bomb is because of her. So I'm gonna put her link in the description, and I'm gonna put it like right here. You can just Google it. She has amazing vlogs. But I saw her rolling her hair like after she curled it, and I forgot that people do that. So I'm probably gonna try that tonight, and let's see if my curls work. Because with the sun out, I feel like maybe my hair will stay up. I believe in my hair. I really do. I do.
It's on Instagram.
So it's called
We put special every week.
Okay, cool. I have a YouTube channel, so I'm just telling them about this beauty supply store because I don't have one near my house.
Okay.
But yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So because I have something to do tonight that I totally forgot about, I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair now, and you guys can just see me do it, and we'll see how this goes because I'm not really sure. So these are the rollers I got. So I'm gonna have big curls, but not like major curls. And I'm gonna try to get everything in these, but if I can't, I'm probably just gonna like pin those up with bobby pins. I have this for my baby hairs. This for my baby hairs, and then I use the Remington wand. It's like you can detach this. It can just be a wand, or it can be a wand and a curler. And then I have a blow dryer, so I'm gonna straighten it, and then I'm gonna curl it. Shea. Yeah, this is a Shea. I got it from Target one day, so we're gonna see if it works. glad I made that last video a time lapse, because y'all would be cracking up if y'all saw how hard it was for me to do this. But now I'm just going to show you guys some of my favorite products, because it is Sunday. So, you know, I did my self-care routine this morning. It's hilarious actually, because I recorded all of it, like what I used, what I ate this morning, you know, everything, like twice. I did 2 different videos and I just didn't really like the videos, and so now here I am doing it all over again. I even did my makeup. It was just, I'm just so mad, but whatever. This is still work, so I'm glad I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So today was Sunday, which means I did a lot of self-care to my body. And so I always get compliments on my skin. Like, people always tell me I'm really soft, or they tell me I smell really good, and that's because I spend as much time as possible moisturizing. So I moisture after I do a lot of body work, so I'm just going to go through everything. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this. This is the French Vanilla Latte Brown Sugar Scrub. And so I got this at Trader Joe's, and I like it because it's a really thick scrub. It's not like that play baby scrub, and it has oil in it. And so you can kind of like exfoliate, the oil will be on you, and then you can go if you want to, but I like to wipe the oil off because I think oil leaves room for bacteria to come, so I don't want like dirt on me or nothing. But balm for your body. I haven't used it on my face. I exfoliate my face, but I haven't exfoliated this week because I have a pimple. Like, my first pimple in New York, it's just insane, and I don't know, like, I'm not doing anything to my face until I figure that out. So what I do, I don't take this in the restroom. I actually put it inside of one of these airport little things, and then I take this into the bathroom for when I do it. I exfoliate twice a week. I also do it on Sunday, but just do it on Sunday so you won't forget. So my favorite body wash and face wash is the Trader Joe's Spa face wash with tea tree oil. And I swear, I'm not like weirdly obsessed with Trader Joe's. This is really good for hyperpigmentation. I had this before I even knew Trader Joe's was a freaking grocery store. I saw a YouTuber have it like a couple years ago. I think it was 2016. And I went and bought it off of Amazon. And it doesn't smell like tea tree oil. It's not going to like stay behind. I will say don't use it on your beauty blender, because I did use it on my beauty blender one time and I like smelled it on my face later. But as far as just using it on your body and face, it works really well. And I don't know, the only complaint I have is probably the bottle. Sometimes the top, it makes it so that a lot comes out, and I got it like 2 weeks ago and it's like already down here. But granted, I do use it for my body, and if I leave it like this, like the one I used to have, I could never like take it with me somewhere like this because it leaked. So you may want to do the same thing, like pour it inside of like an airport bottle or a different type of bottle. But yeah, it's really good. It has tea tree oil in it. It has coconut oil in it, Castile soap, a whole bunch of stuff that I can't pronounce, but I will say fire. This is fire, I'm not gonna lie. So for lotion, I use 2 things. I use Nivea's 48-hour moisture. I bet, I mean, I've never done it. I bet this stuff lasts 48 hours. That's how good it is. Like, this is good lotion, but I mix it with this vanilla oil. So I'll put the address of the place I got this from. Basically, you can go buy this oil. It's like a vanilla fragrance kind of oil. You can burn it. You can use it on your body. The only thing I will say is that when you go and buy this, make sure that you buy it as burning oil and not as skin, because the container costs $5 more based on like if you're going to use it for burning or skin. And so the fragrance didn't change when I went back. It's just more expensive, so I got jugged. So just say you want it for burning oil and it's $5 if you get this, but if you get this and you say it's for your skin, it's $10. Another thing that I use is this. Like, every time I get in the shower, I just like scrub my feet. My mom used to do nails when I was young, and she used to use a Mr. Pumice bar, and she says if you use it for like 30 days straight, it's like bomb. So I've been using it like maybe once or twice a week. I make sure I do it on Sundays, but most days I don't use it. And then another thing that I love is my spray bottle, because I use it to wet my hair. I use it to wet my beauty blender when I'm lazy and I don't want to walk to the bathroom. And I also put the vanilla fragrance in here so that my hair smells like vanilla. So yeah, those are things that I love that I do on Sundays. I also wanted to talk about some makeup that I really like. So I'm gonna go into my handy dandy makeup bag that happens to match my hair. So one thing that I like, I love the beauty supply store. And I'm not a fan of going to Sephora often because you can't always get to a Sephora, but the beauty supply store is pretty much everywhere. So the beauty supply store that I went to, the Key, I bought this HD Flawless Setting Powder. It's Brightening Banana. And some people say that it makes you look ashy, but I did it this morning and I was trying to show you guys, but I guess I'll do it another day. It doesn't make me ashy. By the time my makeup dries and I actually pat it in, it's not a problem. But I guess it depends on your skin tone. The only like powder that I had that I love to death, like was bomb, was Kween Cosmetics with the K. I'll put it down here and I'll put it inside the description too. She has the best powders, the best lip glosses, and the best eyebrow pomade. I will say that's my favorite makeup company, period. Like, I don't like to order online. I like stuff in person, so I haven't been able to buy any more stuff from her site, but fire, and it's affordable. So the next thing I love, when I finish washing my face, if I'm going like the cheaper end, I would use Pond's. Some people don't like Pond's because it has mineral oil in it. And they say that mineral oil is comedogenic, which is like, it's more likely to clog your pores. But technically, you can still use it if you're a person that does. I don't really get clogged pores that easily. Like, I wear a lot of makeup, but I do a lot of exfoliating. So maybe that's why. Maybe that will help you. But New York is freezing cold and you need a really thick moisturizer. And that's how this one is. I'm going to show you. I'm sure you guys have seen this though, because I got this from watching Aaliyah J. So it's really, really thick. It spreads and you just keep like, and it just, I don't know, I just always liked it. It just does a good job. If I'm looking like for a really cheap CVS Dwayne Reed option, it's also at Target. The expensive one that I love that I have yet to get, there is a little Loccitaine by my job, but I'm trying to avoid that store. But this is it. As you can see, it's completely empty. Hold on. Why is it not? You know, when it's not a real camera, you have to like focus it yourself. How do I do this? Hold on. Whatever. Loccitaine Shea Butter Comforting Cream. This is really, really, really good. And I'd say no to this during summer. Yes to this during summer. Yes to this during winter. No to this during winter. Because when you wear this during winter, it kind of like isn't doing the same thing. This is a lot more lighter. And during the summer, you're going to need the lighter. They also make this with a higher percentage of Shea, which is what makes it thick. But I've never tried that one. She told me not to try it because I already wear like a lot of makeup. So I don't really use highlighter, but when I do, I love the Too Faced Canary Diamond, which is this one. I don't know, it looks so good on my skin tone. Like, you guys can't see it. Hold on. It's really bomb. Oh wait, can I see it? Oh, my hand. I'll do it on my hand. So it gives you like that nice shimmer, and I feel like it looks good on like caramel and brown skin. Like, it's just super cute. I'm obsessed with it. For blush, I use the Revolution Reloaded. What is this? Like a palette. And in the palette, as you can see, many of the things are gone. I use this. For my eyebrows, which people are obsessed with my eyebrows, it's like the weirdest thing. I use an angle brush, like a brush like this. And then I use LA Girl Brow Pomade. LA Girl, the people who make the color correction. And then I use black eyeshadow to make it dark because I like my eyebrows to be dark when I'm wearing dark hair. But if I wear like blonde hair or something like that, I wouldn't really wear that. Mascara, I use Essence. I use an Essence Deep Black Volume. This isn't my favorite mascara. My favorite mascara is by Loccitaine or whatever. It's called Big and Bold. It's like a black and pink. I got it as a sample one time and it was fire. Like, it was really, really nice. See, here's my pomade. This is my pomade, and I have it in the color dark brown. But I personally, like when I used to get my brow pomade from Kween Cosmetics, I always got the Ebony because I feel like Ebony is just dark enough for me. I use Fenty foundation. As you can see, my Fenty is empty. I use the color 385. I really like it because when it dries, it doesn't seem as light. But the problem with this is that it's hard to open. It took me a long time to open this, but I really like my Fenty. Fenty is like the best makeup. And I would say a good cheaper like backup. Oops. A good cheap backup would be L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and it has sunscreen in it and the number 510. So I use this like this week when I ran out of Fenty. I didn't have time to go to Sephora, and I feel like it was a good, I got it from like Dwayne Reed. I feel like it's a really good option. For concealer, I still use Fenty Beauty. I don't have my LA Girl Pro, but if I don't use Fenty, I will use the Beauty Supply kind. I like theirs the most, and they have a lot of products, and I like thick and creamy, and that's what this one is too. So this is in the color 370. So that's definitely my favorite. And then I have one more thing to show you guys, and then I will be done. Where is it? Oh, so when I'm doing a red lip, because I do that sometimes, I'm trying to be sultry and whatnot, I use MAC's Bright Lip Pencil. Oh, I'm sorry, Brick. They have a really good brick, and it's kind of like that darker red that you can. So those are like my essentials other than my beauty blender. Beauty blenders are cool when they're wet, but when they're dry, it's like, what's the point? So on Sundays, I just get up, I do my routine, I make sure I exfoliate, I get ready for the entire day, and I head my butt outside so I can do things that I need to do. So for the rest of the day, like, this is work. I'm probably gonna put this video together really quickly, release it today because I don't have time to think about it during the week. I have some things to prepare for my second job, my sales job, and then I'm gonna get a good night's sleep, and I have to make my lunch and stuff like that. But you guys should definitely let me know. I'm gonna take this hair down so you guys can see before I get off. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, because this is supposed to be like health, wellness, like well-rounded wellness. And so when people come on my page, I want them to really feel like better. I just want them to have like a good experience on my page. And to do that, I need your input. So if there's anything about New York, if there's anything about health, beauty, and wellness, or something that I may have talked about, or that you're wanting to know about, let me know. I know a lot of people were asking me about an apartment tour. I don't really live in an apartment. I still kind of live like in an Airbnb, which, you know, is just dumb, I guess, because I really need to try and get out, but unfortunately I have to like save money. You know, when I made my first video, I was like, oh, I moved to New York broke, like it's all cool and all that, but if you don't have any money like saved up, you're going to be looking pretty crazy, because you're going to have like first month and last month's rent to be able to really like find something you want. I wish I could find something here, and even the woman who has this room, she's renting it out monthly to me right now, but I don't think I'm going to stay like a very long time. But I suggest you guys look at gypsy housing. Like, gypsy housing is still legit. And then you just ask around, like laundromats. They have stuff on the street, like on the post, they have stuff. And one time somebody told me there was like I'm gonna put it down there. Like, it's a page, but like most of it is in Spanish. But if you speak Spanish, or if like you have any basic understanding of Spanish, you should be able to read it. And you can find you like a nice little room and whatnot. So I'm not doing a tour right now because I don't have, because technically this is not my apartment, so I don't even want to promote that kind of thing. Like, I just want to save my money and just kind of get there. So my friend just canceled on me, so I just got canceled, which means this shit going back up. All right, bye y'all.